Welcome to today's video, where we'll dive deep into the unique and often baffling world of narcissists. Relationships with narcissists are far from ordinary. They are complex, unsettling, and quite frankly, unlike anything most people will ever experience. Why? Because the partner at the center of this dynamic operates in ways that defy normal relationship expectations. In this exclusive video, I'll reveal 8 things a narcissist will never do. These aren't just opinions. They're deeply rooted in the psychology and behavior patterns of narcissistic individuals. Prepare to hear information that will challenge your perspective and shed light on truths you may not have fully realized yet. Some of what I'll share today will surprise you, while other parts will confirm the frustrations you felt all along. By the end of this video, you'll understand why expecting these things from a narcissist is a waste of time, and why letting go of that hope is critical for your own well-being. I even challenge any narcissist out there to prove me wrong. So before we begin, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Trust me, this video will be as eye-opening as it is empowering. Let's get started. 1. A narcissist will never truly understand you. One of the first things you can never expect from a narcissist is genuine understanding or sympathy. Narcissists lack the ability, or the desire, to empathize with others in a meaningful way. To them, emotions like compassion or connection are foreign concepts. They operate with a mindset where the world revolves around their needs, desires, and image, leaving no room for them to step into someone else's shoes. When you're sharing your struggles, sorrows, or even your joys with a narcissist, don't expect a heartfelt response. Why? Because they don't see you as an equal, let alone as a person with feelings. To a narcissist, you're not a human being with a complex emotional world. You're an object, a tool, a means to an end. This dehumanizing perspective makes it impossible for them to truly understand or sympathize with you. Even if they mimic sympathy, it's often shallow, fleeting, and self-serving. They might appear to care when it benefits their image or gives them control, but underneath, there's no genuine connection. The sooner you realize this, the less time you'll waste hoping for validation from someone who fundamentally cannot provide it. 2. A narcissist will never support you. The second thing a narcissist will never do is genuinely encourage you, motivate you, or stand by you when you're facing challenges. Early in the relationship, you were likely led to believe otherwise. The narcissist probably painted a picture of themselves as your ultimate support system, your rock, your knight in shining armor. They likely promised you unconditional support, convincing you that they were there for the long haul. But as time went on, the cracks in that facade began to show. The charm and reassurance faded, revealing the emotional ice beneath. When you needed them most, during moments of sadness, hardship, or even self-doubt, their response likely ranged from indifference to outright enjoyment of your struggles. Why? Because narcissists thrive on control, and your suffering gives them a sense of superiority and power. Seeing you vulnerable feeds their ego. Instead of offering words of encouragement to lift you up, they withhold support, knowing that your pain keeps you tethered to them. They may even subtly undermine you, ensuring you feel isolated and dependent on their approval. Understanding this truth is crucial. Don't look to a narcissist for motivation or solace. Their version of support is a performance, never a genuine act of care. 3. A narcissist will never keep their promises. The third thing you can never expect from a narcissist is for them to keep their promises. Narcissists are notorious for breaking commitments and exploiting agreements to their own advantage. When you enter into an agreement or make a deal with a narcissist, you're likely to honor your part of the arrangement. After all, that's what responsible people do. But the narcissist, they'll find a way to evade responsibility, manipulate the terms, or outright disregard their end of the deal. It's important to understand that promises mean very little to a narcissist. To them, promises are tools, temporary words designed to get what they want in the moment, whether that's your trust, compliance, or admiration. Once the promise no longer serves their purpose, they'll discard it without a second thought. What's worse is that they'll often rely on you to uphold the agreement, knowing you'll likely follow through because of your integrity. They use this imbalance to their advantage, leaving you feeling frustrated and betrayed. My advice: avoid making agreements or contracts with a narcissist whenever possible. And if you must, prepare yourself to shoulder the majority of the responsibility, because they'll always find a way to escape theirs. 4. A narcissist will never acknowledge your favor. The fourth thing you should never expect from a narcissist is for them to genuinely acknowledge or appreciate the favor you've done for them. Over time, you may have given the narcissist so much: your time, energy, emotions, money, and love. You've invested your life into them, only to find that your efforts are met with silence or indifference. The narcissist may take everything you offer without hesitation, but don't expect even a simple thank you in return. To them, your sacrifices are just expected. They don't see them as acts of love or generosity. They see them as entitlements. In fact, any form of gratitude from them is rare, and if it does come, it's usually hollow or self-serving. Even in their final days, when the weight of everything you've done for them should be obvious, you won't hear a sincere thank you from a narcissist. The truth is, their self-absorption makes it impossible for them to genuinely recognize your contributions. So, my advice: don't give to a narcissist expecting anything in return, especially not gratitude. It will never come. 5. A narcissist will never truly care about you. The fifth thing you can never expect from a narcissist is genuine care or concern for your well-being. In a healthy relationship, we naturally check in on each other, asking about your partner's day, showing interest in their life, offering comfort when they're struggling. But with a narcissist, your life doesn't matter to them at all. For example, let's say you start a new job. You're excited or nervous, but when the day ends, the narcissist won't ask you how it went. If they do ask, it's likely just a formality, a hollow attempt to appear interested, not because they genuinely care. Even worse, when you share your experiences, they'll barely listen, already thinking about how to turn the conversation back to themselves. One of the clearest ways to identify a narcissist is by noticing how they interact with others. If they show no interest in other people's lives, it's a sign of their deep self-centeredness. Your struggles, victories, or even your health are irrelevant to them. Even if you were on your deathbed, a narcissist would be more concerned with drawing attention to themselves than with offering you compassion. So remember, a narcissist's world revolves around them. You're just a spectator. 6. A narcissist will never be loyal. The sixth thing you should never expect from a narcissist is loyalty. Narcissists are fundamentally unreliable when it comes to trust and loyalty, and this goes beyond romantic relationships. It's a pattern they exhibit in all areas of their lives. Whether it's with friends, family, or colleagues, narcissists are deceitful and often treacherous. At their core, narcissists are hypocrites. They will smile in your face, pretend to be your ally, but the moment your back is turned, they'll speak about you in the worst possible way. The very nature of a narcissist means they are incapable of genuine loyalty, because their primary allegiance is to themselves. They'll betray you without hesitation if it benefits their ego or personal gain. And it's not just about big betrayals, it's in the small things too. They may manipulate you, undermine you, or gossip behind your back, all while pretending to be your closest supporter. So remember this crucial truth: a narcissist is only loyal to themselves. Their loyalty is a facade, and no matter how much you invest in the relationship, they will always put their own interests above yours. 7. A narcissist will never take responsibility. The seventh thing you can never expect from a narcissist is for them to take responsibility for their actions. Narcissists are experts at avoiding accountability, and this behavior usually stems from deep-rooted insecurities they've carried since childhood. They'd been conditioned not to admit their mistakes, and as a result, they'll go to great lengths to avoid acknowledging any wrongdoing. No matter how much evidence you present, or how serious the consequences of their actions may be, a narcissist will never hold themselves accountable. Instead, they'll twist the situation, deflect the blame, and make you believe that you are the one at fault. In their mind, they are always the victim, and any mistake is someone else's fault, usually yours. It doesn't matter how clear-cut the issue is or how much you explain the impact of their actions. A narcissist will never say, "Yes, I'm wrong. I take responsibility." They simply can't, because admitting fault would damage their fragile self-image. Expecting accountability from them is a lost cause, and the sooner you accept this, the less frustration you'll experience in trying to reason with them. 8. A narcissist will never respect your boundaries. The last thing you should never expect from a narcissist is for them to respect your boundaries. Boundaries are a critical part of any healthy relationship as they communicate our needs and limits. However, to a narcissist, boundaries are seen as personal affronts. When you set a boundary, especially when you say no, it's not understood as a respectful request for space. It's perceived as a direct attack on their ego. Unlike a healthy individual who may be disappointed but respects the word no as an expression of mutual respect, a narcissist will react with anger, manipulation, or even outright hostility. They see your refusal or request for space as a challenge to their authority or control. In fact, this often triggers what's known as the narcissistic wound, a deep emotional injury that causes them to lash out. The result? Insults, retaliation, and even defamation to punish you for daring to establish boundaries. For a narcissist, the concept of respect is warped. They view boundaries as a threat to their self-image and will violate them without hesitation. Understanding this is crucial because no matter how clear or firm your boundaries are, a narcissist will never truly honor them. So, we've reached the end of this important video. Now you know the things a narcissist will never do, and it's clear that there's no point in waiting for these things to happen. In my view, a narcissist is like a cancer that slowly enters and destroys from the inside. The only solution is to recognize it early and eliminate it before it spreads, before it continues to ravage your life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it as widely as possible. Let's spread awareness to help others who are suffering in silence. Together, we can help victims of narcissistic abuse find their strength and clarity. I'll see you again in the next video. Until then, stay strong and be happy.